Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Productions, and today is going to be a little bit of a different video because I'm going to prepare y'all for what to expect at Spirit Halloween Flagship 2022. Now, to most of my viewers, or to a lot of my viewers at least, you will be going to Flagship 2022. I already know, a lot of y'all told me, and I've just seen a lot of comments about it. And this year is going to definitely be a big year for Spirit Halloween at Flagship. Now, this is coming from somebody who's never personally been to Flagship. I have never been to Flagship in my life before. I hope to go someday, but that's it's very soon in the future, maybe. But I've never been to Flagship. I've been to store openings, just not Flagship, which is, the main store, of course. But I do want to prepare y'all because this year is going to be big, and I just know it after doing some researching and just, some things from last year, looking at videos from last year and just in the past, and kind of just like estimating and coming up with information that I want to give y'all before y'all head into Flagship for this year, because it is going to be a very crazy experience for sure, especially if you're a first timer going to Flagship. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the news. Okay, so this first thing is actually probably something that's going to be very limited at Flagship, and this photo comes from Haunt World, but many other YouTubers also have it, and it is a Spirit Halloween swag bag. Now, last year, I believe, was their first year to do this kind of thing, where they basically handed out to the first 100 guests at Flagship a free bag full of Spirit Halloween merchandise based off of their animatronics and themes for the years. Last year, it was the blueprints and the factory themes, of course, so this year it'll probably be something related to science-y stuff and like laboratories, stuff like that. There might be some like treats in there, posters, etc. So yeah, just be prepared that if you want to have one of these for free, you might want to be there super duper early. I would recommend you honestly probably camping out the night before, because I believe it probably will be only the first 100 people. Who knows though, they might have more this year because I guess like shipping delays aren't as big, but I believe this was just one of those things that's like they want to keep it limited just because it's like very special, and it's all completely free too. They're just giving it away, so I'm pretty sure they are going to have this year. It's not confirmed like it was last year, but they are kind of seeming to do the same trend as for like everything that they did that they did last year. So be expecting them to be handing out some kind of swag bag or just something. It might not be a bag exactly, but I have a feeling they're going to be handing out something, maybe the posters to the movie or something, which, speaking of the movie, that is our next topic. As most of y'all know, the new Spirit Halloween movie is coming out this October, which means that they will be playing the trailer at Flagship. Flagship is the first time anyone's going to see that trailer, okay? Which means that they are going to be pretty crowded because of the trailer, I'm assuming. Of course, I think most people are going to be going there for the store, but we will get into that topic in just a little bit here. They will be showing the trailer for the Spirit Halloween movie. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to show it, if they're going to put it on some kind of like big screen out in the parking lot, which I'm assuming is probably the best bet. They're going to project onto the wall, maybe. Who knows? They might have like TVs mounted somewhere to show it. I'm sure it's going to be like on a big screen, though, so everybody can see it at one time. And I'm assuming that they are going to keep playing it constantly as the day goes on. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure it's not a one-time thing. So like if you get there late or something, I'm pretty sure you'll still be able to see it at the store. But if all else fails, it's going to be on YouTube. There's no way that it's like not going to be on YouTube. So just keep that in mind. If you want to be one of the first people to see the trailer like in the world, then yeah, I would recommend they're getting there pretty early, because there is actually an activity little session from like 9 to 11, I believe. 11 is whenever the store opens, which, by the way, that's just a little heads up. The store does open at 11 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. But from 9 to 11, they're going to have activities there. There's going to be dancers and the movie trailer, and just I'm pretty sure a bunch of movie events in general. So just keep that in mind. They are going to have a lot of activities. I'm assuming they're going to kind of have the same thing as last year with the live band and maybe like the live dancing actors, which would be pretty cool. I'm kind of hoping that if they do actually have the live dancers this time, that they kind of use like different Halloween music instead of their own theme song, because that's not really like a song that I feel like you would watch to see people dance to. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. But I'm assuming that they will have the dancers again this year, maybe even more. I'm assuming they'll have the live band, and with that, with all of these events happening, Now, this is not confirmed like like these other things are, but this is just a little theory, so just do keep this in mind that because this is the first time they're showing the trailer, I wouldn't be surprised if like they didn't have some of like the cast members, or not cast members, the actors and actresses show up along with maybe like the director of the film. So don't be surprised if they show up. It's not confirmed, but they could show up. I do know they will be showing up at that convention thing like the next weekend though. Okay, so with that all out of the way, now let's get into the actual store experience itself. What to expect whenever you get into the store, what you're going to want to do, etc., stuff like that. So, like I said, I've never been to Flagship before. Here's my personal preference. As soon as you get in that store, go for the animatronic that you want to get, or just go for the product that you're looking for. Do not look around. I know it's going to be distracting. It's going to be crowded in there. It's going to be super crowded in there, especially this year out of all years, because number one, the coronavirus is kind of, I guess, slowly dying down a little bit more and more. So more people are, comfortable with getting out there. And number two, because the movie's coming out and this is the first time anyone's going to see it. So Flagship is going to be packed for the movie event as well. But with that being said, get the product that you want before you take your time and look around for at just like everything else, because it's going to be so crowded. There's going to be things flying off the shelves. There's going to be probably a lot of animatronics gone by the time you might even get there. Not to worry you, but that could be the case. So I would just recommend to definitely go and get your product and then look around, maybe pay for it, set it to the side. I know a lot of YouTubers did that last year, such as like Rick Thunder. He got Mr. Dark, I believe, and he put it out to the side. He already paid for it, put it out to the side, and then he did his store tour kind of thing, which is a very, very smart idea. I would recommend that for sure. So yeah, just go get your product and then look around the store, because the store is always going to be there. Your product that you want isn't. So I would just totally recommend that. And if you want to go ahead and start camping out, I would recommend probably doing that very soon, because there's already a couple of people camping out, which is kind of funny in my opinion, as you can see here. But yeah, it is going to be very, very crowded. So I'd recommend you to be one of the first people there, which, might take some, I guess, sacrifices and time in general. But just keep that in mind, that the earlier you are, the better chance you're going to get at getting a good experience, getting the thing that you want, finding the product. Hopefully this year they'll have a little bit more than they did last year, and I'm assuming they will. So that might, give you a bit more luck if you're looking for a certain product, especially like an animatronic. But if you really want to 100% guarantee that you're going to get it, or at least 90% guarantee, just be one of the first people in there, like the first 100 people in there maybe, because not everybody's going there to buy an animatronic. But if you are, then like I said, you do want to be there ahead of time. And the final thing I want to discuss, which is kind of more like a word of warning, is that Spirit Halloween Flagship 2022 is going to be crowded. Do not expect it to be, like your average Target store or something going in there. It's going to be very, very, very packed in there, shoulder to shoulder, basically. Like I said, especially since this year the trailer's coming out and people are getting more comfortable going out in public this year. You thought last year was crowded, this year is going to be probably even more crowded. They did limits last year, I know, and I'm not even sure they're going to be doing that this year, but I think they will, because it does get a little too crowded in the store for such a, small space kind of. So like I said, all of these products probably will be flying off the shelves. It's going to be shoulder to shoulder. You're probably going to be barely able to hear anything. You're probably going to be shouting and stuff like that. But don't let that take away from the experience of enjoying Flagship, okay? Just because it's crowded there does not mean that it's going to be a bad experience. I don't mean to put any negative, thoughts in anyone's head. I'm just giving you a word of warning that it will be crowded there. And if you're not going to Flagship, and if you're thinking about, for some reason, changing your mind and going 2 days before it opens, then just take that, into word of warning that it will be crowded. And in my personal opinion, if you live far from Flagship, I would not go. I would just wait till the local store opens in about a couple weeks or so, depending on, where your store is. My store opens up in, I believe, 2 weeks, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. So it's definitely, not too long of a wait for sure before school starts, basically. So I'm totally willing to, wait that long just so that I can have, a good experience to where it won't be super crowded in my own local store. And to those of you who know the haunter community very, very well, the last thing to expect is other haunters. I mean, you are going to be able to meet other haunters among these crowds. There's going to be several other haunters making videos and stuff, and there's just going to be a lot of people who you can meet. I would love to go and meet all of y'all there, but unfortunately I can't this year, and I probably won't be able to in the next few years. Maybe soon though, hopefully soon. But yeah, there will be multiple haunters there, and I'm sure it'll be a fantastic time there. You know, they'll have activities, games, etc. You get to talk with other haunters, have a lot of things in common with them that you can just talk about. And, you know, you can just have a really good experience going to Spirit Halloween for the first opening day. So I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this video. That was the whole point. Flagship is opening this Saturday, July 30th, which I believe is in 2 days. And it is, again, 9 through 11 is the activities, and 11 o'clock is whenever the store opens and the first people can actually go into the store. And I'm sure for those of you who are going to Flagship for 2022, it is going to be an absolute blast for y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all's videos on it and y'all's thoughts on what it is inside of the store for this year, because I know it is going to be a really, really cool year. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new for the channel, please subscribe. We do Halloween news here daily. Just anything Halloween related, we do almost daily here. And in the future, I will be doing some haunt videos, maybe even some like short film videos, etc. for the channel. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching so much. Please tell me down in the comments if I missed anything that you guys know of. And also, by the way, the videos and photos I got from Ecoop Videos and Haunt World today. So shout out to them, because that's where I got the videos from Flagship, and the swag bag photo from Haunt World. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.